Chroma Clubbers and Doodle Clubbers. Today we're going to do another Ask DCH. And based on feedback, I'm going to keep it short this time. So let's get started. Okay, so what is your favorite TV show? I really don't watch that much TV. I will watch some, stuff online, stuff on YouTube, prank channels, stuff like that. But I would say in terms of a TV show, I would say Shark Tank. I enjoy watching Shark Tank the most at this point. And that was by Snow Wovian. Okay, next question. Winter Magic. What is your favorite part of being Doodle Club helper? I would say running my club meetings. I really enjoy discussing ideas for ways to improve Doodle Club and Chroma Club. It's really my favorite part of Doodle Club and Chroma Club. I know some people asked me this before, like what's my favorite part, and I realized really the clubs are the most fun part for me. At least my club is. Okay, so next question by Freak, which is DCH. Are there any updates coming to DC? Also, why can't we post pictures of ourselves on here? Updates coming to DC. As I mentioned before, I want to turn this into a virtual world. So I'm doing experiments. I'm trying to work on stuff. I'm working on the chat. I want to put it all together so it's actually a nice kind of, it has a coherent theme and it's unique. Okay, so I'm working on it. I hope to get it out soon. In fact, if you have an Android device, let me know. Because what I can do is I can release it on Android more quickly, and maybe I can get some people to test it out and give me feedback before I roll it out to Kindle, Nook, and Apple. So that's it. And then why can't we post pictures of ourselves here? I think at this point, I wanted to avoid selfies and just dealing with all the drama of people potentially under 13 posting selfies, which is not allowed. There's a law that says you cannot post selfies or something unless you get parental approval under 13. So I think once we move to the virtual world, maybe we'll have it where the photo uploader is an in-app purchase and then your parents have to approve it. Then I don't care if anyone posts selfies, but until then, we're not going to deal with selfies. Okay, the next question is by Glitch. DCH, when will the next update be out and what will it include? New markers, colors, fades, anything? Yeah, look, there are a couple things that we're trying to update. One is the virtual world, but the other thing we're trying to update is I want to add collabs. You know how there's battles in the jobs area? I want to add collabs in the jobs areas so people could post collabs of stuff. But I would say those are the two major things we're looking at. And it's really an update of Chroma Club, because it's all going to be merged in the Chroma Club. Okay, Gamer Russ asks, what was your original goal for Doodle Club? Did you meet that goal? My original goal was to inspire people to do projects. And I would say I haven't reached that goal yet. A lot of people don't like to do the projects that we have here. So I have to figure out more creative projects to do, more interesting ways to do the projects. So I'm working on it, but I really love the question. Thanks. Okay, Brookhart, how do you not go crazy dealing with all of us kids? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is fun. I mean, I'm glad some people are playing the game, but I do wonder, like, if Chroma Club and Doodle Club grows, like, how I could handle dealing with all the players. I mean, it's crazy already. And and there are a decent amount of people, but not that many. I mean, there are other virtual worlds that have a ton of people. So I have to think about it, and I think what we're going to have to do is actually formalize the DC Patrol and actually have training or mini games that people have to pass to get into DC Patrol, and then we have DC Patrol all over the place. Okay, Truth asks, can anyone become a Doodle Club helper? And yeah, you can definitely become a Doodle Club helper. If you show up to my club meetings, which I'm going to show you here, every day, at least 5 times in 1 week on time. Our meetings are at 6:30 p.m. DC time, which you can find out the time here. This is DC time by tapping the clock here in the clubs area. If you come to 5 in 1 week, you'll be considered a member, considered for membership in the club, and then be a DCH helper. But you have to, after you become a DCH helper, you have to attend 4 meetings every week on time to maintain or to keep being a DCH. So definitely anyone can become a DCH. Feel free to stop by my meetings. I really enjoy the feedback sometimes. Okay, Lily Love asks, what inspired you to make DC? As I mentioned before, I really want to inspire people to do cool projects together. So that's really what I'm working on. And I know that story projects are kind of cool, but that's not enough for some people. And I've got some ideas for other interesting stuff, and stay tuned. Okay. Napstabluke the Ghost asks, what do I do when I want to talk to someone but they've blocked me? I know I did something wrong and I want to say I'm sorry. Do you think that the later update you could take that for a later update you could take this request, add a mute button and a block button. The block button, the person can't contact you at all, and the mute button, you just can't talk. Um, Look, if they blocked you, I understand. It's not always perfect, but that's their prerogative. I'm not going to force people to do whatever. And by the way, if you're blocked, that doesn't mean you're a bad person. It's just sometimes, you know how in chemistry, if you mix certain chemicals together, it's actually toxic and dangerous. Well, sometimes that's the same with people. Some people, if they just go their separate ways, they're much happier. But if you mix them together, it's going to be really toxic and dangerous. So, look, don't feel bad that you're blocked, and don't feel offended. Okay, just focus on finding the people that you enjoy being around that inspire you to give your best. Okay, Burgerman asks, how could you make it on Doodle of the Day, Story of the Day, etc.? Okay, well, Doodle of the Day, for those people who don't know, it's in the newspaper area, and what it is selected doodles that get drawn by players in the game. And so to actually get into Doodle of the Day, what you need to do is once you release your doodle, you have to get 30 likes in the first 3 days. If you get usually around 30 likes in the first 3 days, on the third day we only consider doodles that are 3 days old. So on the third day, we'll say, okay, do you have enough likes? Are you like one of the most popular doodles? If you are, boom, you'll be in Doodle of the Day. And if you look, here are some of the doodles from that were released, I guess, about 3 days ago, and they got enough likes. And there's some really cool things. I really like this Dragon Rider thing. That's really nice. And by the way, you can vote too. So that's it. So we'll see how it goes. But so that's how you get Doodle of the Day. And so the last question now is, how much does it cost to get the photo uploader? To get the photo uploader, what you have to do is you go to Profile, and then you go to the main store, and then you go to Extras, and then if you go and you see the photo uploader, which is photo uploader here, it costs 500 Doodle coins. It should actually be 5,000 Doodle coins. We're going to raise up the price, but that's what you have to do. You can fill out the application, and then once you fill it out, you'll be considered for approval for photo uploader. So I think that's it for today's Ask DCH. Thanks again for all the questions, and if you have any comments or suggestions or feedback on the videos, please post in the comments below. Take care.